Hi there everybody, how is everybody doing this evening or day, depending on when you're watching me. I hope everybody's okay and happy, safe, healthy. So I'm back tonight to do my project for the things I got from Beebee Crafts. Now, if you saw my unboxing, you'll know all these lovely little stamps came in these boxes, and I've just taken them out for tonight's purpose. So what I want to do is use all of the stamps, not just one, all of them, and create my own wrapping paper for Christmas. Now, as you guys know, if you've got families, you'd be there all day creating wrapping paper. However, if you were doing like swaps, you could make it a little bit special if you're doing it for that special somebody and create your own wrapping paper. So I had this idea when I saw these stamps that I wanted to do that with. So what I've got here is I've got some, this is like postal paper, and I've just inked some music paper. I haven't been neat at all with it. I don't want to be neat. And then I'm going to use, now one of these punches I've taken out of the packaging, but they were in these packaging. They're easy enough to take out. Basically, you slide the slider up and out they pop. So I'm going to do, I don't think this one's going to be big enough. I think this one's going to be big enough. Let me try this one. Or you can undo it like I've just done. So, and you can see what you're doing from underneath, or you can just punch it. So what I'm going to do, I sort of want to do a semicircle, like so. Oh, I'm expecting it to come out when it's got a little safeguard. So you can either slide the safeguard out. I'm going to do it on this side. So I want to do it on basically all four sides. And it's giving me a nice crisp cut. So I'm using vintage photo, the distress medium. Now I'm not bothered if it goes in the middle. In fact, it'll help me if it goes in the middle. And I just want to make this as old as possible. The music paper now. So I just want to go around the edges. And I'm, like I said, I'm not bothered if it goes in the center because you're not going to really see that in a minute. And then I'm going to scrunch it up. And I've got a little bit of black soot here. And I've got walnut stain. Now, walnut stain is basically a shade, I think it's a shade darker than vintage photo. So what I want to do is take a new piece, and I'm just going to slide it over the top. So it goes in those creases and bends that would necessarily, you're not going to really go in if it's flat. So you just want to create all those nice I'm going to open it this way, and then I'm going to do the same. So when I open it out, it'll have all these nice creases folded in. Now, when I saw the stamps on Beebee Crafts, I popped the links to these products as well in the description, so you guys can pop on over. But please don't forget, Lisa has been so kind. She's given me a discount code that you can use. I've popped that in the description as well, so you'll get some pennies off if you use the discount code in the description. So I'm just going to scrunch it up a little bit more, and I'm going to open it up, and where I see white, now this should, if I've done it the way I want to do it, these darker points that I'm sort of scrunching over should bounce when I open it up. Just here. And where am I going? Just want to do some here. As if the paper's always been this colour. Now obviously the underneath you're not going to really see, so just fold that over because we're going to glue that down in a second. It's just where you've taken one side of it and you've scrunched it up. So, and I know you all loved the stamps when I showed you all. I showed you the stamps the other day. Everybody loved them so much. And they're so cute as well, you can use them for anything. Now, as you can see, we have an effect. And that's basically what you'll get if you just scrunch it up and use it. Now, if you notice there's a little bit of gap, scrunch it up a little bit and just dab it over. Now, I want a little bit more around here. I'm just going to scrunch this bit up. I could just go over the sides. Right, so as you can see, we've now got our paper. So this is where the black, little bit of black comes in, because I'm going to take my black. Now, as you notice, it's not on a thing, and all I want to do is just go around the edges of this. It doesn't matter if it's not all the way up to the edge, as long as I've done a couple of the sides of the edge, and it sort of looks, the idea of it, it looks like burnt paper. Now, the reason I'm using this type of craft paper, this type of paper then, is because I sort of want to go vintage, but not, I don't want to go crazy. So we've now got our paper, and you can flatten it down, you can do whatever you want to it. So at this stage, I am now I've got my colour, I'm gonna Mod Podge it straight on. It's come out really, really nice, and I love the way it's gone in the creases without me having to work hard and do stuff with. So I'm just gonna I'm using Mod Podge because this is gonna be, because I'm using it for wrapping paper, it's going to be folded, it'll sort of have a present inside, so I want this to sort of stay on. And I'm just going around the edges, making sure that I've caught all the edges, and I think I have. Flip them over and then glue it wherever you want. Now I'm going to go here, you can always cut some off, and I'm just going to flatten it down, and then it should tell me where I need to glue. So glue that side down, and that side. Okay, I just need a little bit there. Right, that's the paper. Now, my stamped images, a little bit different. Let me just, I'm going to move that out of my way. The stamped, using my stamps, they've been moved over now because I was doing stuff. Right, I want to stamp on top. Now, I don't want to be using any, I'm going to be using two different inks for this. Right, the first one is the black ink, which I will do. Which one is the first one? No, I won't do that one first. I'll do this one first because I know the black might stay on there. I'll do this one first. This is, I wanted to create my own paper. I want it to be, I want it to glimmer a little bit. So I have got various different embossing powders. I've got red, and this is gold. This is sort of like a pale shimmer. And this one is like a seafoam one. I've got more than this, but this is like a seafoam one, which means it'll sort of blend into the background a little bit. So bear with me while I go and get my gun and I set myself up for the next stage. Right, set myself up. I'm going to use this to catch the embossing powder in. So I have got Versamark. Now this is like a clear pad. So the minute I do it, I'll add some ink. So I have these beautiful stamps. I have, I'm going to check. I'm not missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. I have a squirrel. I have a bear. I have like sort of a flower shaped, a rabbit, a bird, and a stag, I think that is. I'm going to go with a stag first and build it up from there, or a reindeer, depending on how you look at it. And I just want to make sure I've covered it all. Now it's really taking the ink really well. I can sort of see that there's shimmering. Yeah, you guys can see it as well. And I'm going to give it one more blast, and then I'm just going there. And they're quite easy to press down on. It's really easy to apply, and then I'm gonna just pop that on there, and then while that's settling I might do another one, and I'm gonna do them sort of I don't know whether to do, I think I'm gonna do them alternatively, so I'm gonna pop that one there. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna pop, I'm gonna do the white first. I'm gonna mess, and I'm gonna push that down. Oh wow, look at that. And then I'm gonna put the white on, red on this one, wherever that one is. And while that one's settling, I'm just going to shift that back in there, and I'm going to bounce that back on there. He's missing his head. That was me, that was. I think I can see his head though. Why isn't... There it is. There's his head. Right. And I'm going to dry these and we'll see what we get. Now it should light up. Oh, that one's really light then. I like that one. So I've got that so far. Don't forget, this is Christmas wrapping paper. So whoever has this for Christmas, they can always reuse it, cut it out, reuse it in their projects, whatever. So I'm going to do alternatively, because this is facing the same way. So I think I'm going to go across. I'm just going to pop one here in black, and I'm going to pop I don't want to pop another one. I want to pop one black one here so it's in between. Right. So that's the black on that one. I'm going to pick another image. So I think I'm going to go... These are the ones I've got left. They're really easy to apply. There's nothing to them really. I mean, it's light pressure, you're bouncing down on them. There's really nothing to them and they're really comfortable. And I usually find wooden stamps really difficult to press down, but this one seems to be really nice to work with. So I think Versamark again. And I'm going to go the bunny this time. I'm going to pop the bunny here. And while that's settling, and I'm going to pop I think a bunny there. Okay, here we go. That's actually giving me a frame, but normally I don't like it, but usually I kind of like the frame. I like the way it's giving me the frame there. Woo-hoo. Right. Now I kind of messed up here, so we might have a mixture. So I'm just going to keep this on the piece of paper. Let me just move everything over. There you go. And then heat this bad boy up and see what we've got. So you can see how, I mean, I was tapping quite hard then to make sure that I had the embossing, but you don't really need to because the ink, what am I trying to say? I don't really need to because the ink is so, the stamp is so light to work with, you don't need to press down hard. So, trust me to get it on that. Right, next one. I'm going to do another bunny, but I'm going to make sure I'm going to put a bunny this time there. But I have got I have got a little bit of gold that I think would work really well. What I got. So wait a minute. Is this embossing powder or is this something else? Right, let me heat that up. I have got it going in the cracks, but actually, oh, it is embossing powder. Oh, it's coming. Very, very light. Very light, and I think the only reason it's done that, I might use the gold just to go between the cracks because I kind of like the fact it's done that. I haven't. It's a happy accident, what they call. Right, I'm going to do that again, but where's that stamp gone? So this time I'm going to punch it in black. I think. Should we have a red one? Oh yeah, we've got a red one. I'm going to punch this in black. So I'm going to go just here. And I'm going to pop this one sort of off angle. There you go. And like I say, because they're so light to use, I'm trying to find that. I'm thinking that I've got to press down hard, and I actually haven't at all. So I think I'm going to leave that one for just dusting up my cracks, because it's kind of working. I kind of like the effect of it. So next one, I'm going to go to the bird next one. Right, and I'm going to pop the bird here. And then, move that out the way. I cannot remember what I've done with putty. So it's whatever gets there first. I kind of like the colour it's giving me. So tap that off. Oh wow. Can you see that? I like the bird. There he is. I'm going to do it again. Where's my bird gone? And this time I'm going to do it I'm going to mix the colours. So I'm going to work with what's on my paper. And I'm just going to bring, I think, the bird here this time. And again, I'm going to press him down quite hard. And I've got to, because I often find, see, wooden stamps, you've got to sort of pour your energy into. And with that one, you really don't, because it does the work for you. Did I actually stamp? Oh yeah, it did. It just hasn't got on there. I can see the tail end. There it is. I just saw the tail end. I was like, did I stamp that? If you're making a Christmas journal, these would be perfect for putting that. So, as with the reindeer and the bunny, I'm going to take my stamp now, and I'm just going to punch, I think I'm do it there, and I'm going to go here. So that's those stamps. And the next ones, I've got a squirrel. I'm kind of looking forward to doing this one, and I think I'm going to do this one in the soft. So if I remember, I've done it with there. Okay. And I'm going to punch that one out. That one's coming out really, really nice. Can you guys see how it's coming out? I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to again work with what's on my desk. So I think I'm going to go down here. Why not? Just see it floating around at the bottom. it's really coming out. It's really coming out on this paper. Red's definitely come out. So what I'm going to do now is take that squirrel. I'm going to do some more reds, I think. And I'm going to pop the squirrel there. Yeah, and because I like the squirrel so much, I think he should go there, just next to his buddy. Right, so the next one we have is we have two left. So we have the polar bear and the flower. So I think I want to do the flower in red, because it could be a poinsettia. Is that how you pronounce it? And I apologize for this video being so long. So I'm going to punch that there, and I'm just going to take my red, and I'm going to do it again. I'm running out of space now. I'll leave that up there a second. Pop this out. And then I'm going to do it once more. As I say, I'm running out of space, but I don't care. And I'm going to go off the page, I think. I'm going to be a bit devilish. So I can just see it there blooming. So I'm going to tilt it for you guys to see what you can tell. Right, and then the last one before one more. Before I do the last one, I just want to do this in black. And again, I'm going to go off the page, and I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to do one more down there. So I'm going to go back to my squirrel, put the squirrel there. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite full. Right, the last one is the polar bear. And the more I'm doing this, the more I'm realising I don't have to put loads of effort into punching them down. So I think my polar bear is going to stay here. And again with this, I'm going to go I can't quite remember what I've done, where I put him. And wouldn't this be amazing it's come out, but there, look, the top is there. Wouldn't this be amazing if you did this for Christmas paper? Because it would be crafting on its own, or you can just punch it on its own if you wanted to. I'm going to put one in there, and then I'm just going to add it in black. And I think that would be this would be absolutely amazing if you decided to do this for Christmas. And then I'm going to use my black ink and be a bit crazy. So I'm going to punch in there. I'm going to punch him just here. I'm going to punch him just here for you to see the image. See, that's because I put too much pressure. So it does come out There he is. There, look. So I'm going to move all this now for you to sort of see. This will probably go in the bin, expect. For you to sort of see the effect that we've got. Got nowhere to put this at all. And that's the effect that you're left with. So have a go. What I'm going to do, I think, let me just pause this video because I've got nowhere to put stuff. I'll be back now. Okay, so I'm back. So my last thing now I want to do is I want to make my corners a bit rounder. So again, when I first started this, I'm just going to take the safety guard off. It doesn't matter if there's ink. And what else I did as well, can I cut that? Wait a minute. What else I did as well was, oh, perhaps it just needed a one cut, is I doubled it over. So taking my corners off, and that allows me to wrap something inside it as a book, or I could wrap something physically up. The other idea I had was, say this was already wrapped. Oh, there it is. Say this was already wrapped. You could make I don't know. It's just something I thought about. Doesn't matter how you could do it, so it comes over. So say you had, I don't know, you could put your characters inside your little rings and decorate it that way. But I absolutely love this, and I'm just going to finish it off. Glitter's getting everywhere. This is why I don't use it, but glitter gets everywhere. And I'm just going to finish it off by dusting it down with a bit of green all the way around the edges, just to give it that little bit of Christmassy feel. And what I might do, as I say, you could create this into an envelope, a book. I mean, I'm just giving you some ideas here. The possibilities when you're making your own paper for Christmas are endless. Right, that's that done. Right, I do want to add, as I say, you could make it into an envelope. I think that's what I might do, and use the top bit where I folded this into an envelope, so it flips open that way. And then to finish this off, I got glitter everywhere. I've got a punch, it's like a what would you call it, a punch die cut block. I'm just going to put this one here like so. Don't worry if I'm not covering it. I apologize for the video being so long. So you didn't quite hit the corner there. We'll always go back and do it. I'm going to pop that just there. I'm going to sew it sort of there, and there, so I make it into a little envelope. And then with my stamps, I'm going to use one stamp. Yeah, I'm going to use one stamp, and I'm just going to punch. You'll see now. Just going to punch it on. And I'm going to pop my squirrel. I think my squirrel could go there actually, because he's only little. There you go. And then I could write the name. So I'm going, so you could either do like a whole strip and make your Christmas paper that way, or you can make a pocket and put you can make a pocket and put something in. For me, I'm going to make a pocket, so I'm going to stitch here, stitch down there, and stitch down there, and this is going to become my sort of pocket. So I might put a little bit of string on so it wraps round, and then I might glue this on. But you can sort of see those images, those stamps really roll off. I can't tell you which one is my favourite because I haven't got a favourite, because they are all amazing stamps. Like I say, they are so light to use. As you saw, when I first did it, I thought I had to put a lot of pressure, because that's what you would normally expect from one stamps. But these just only have to press them very lightly and they come out. So I hope you have fun. If you decide to go to beebeecraft and purchase the stamps that I've shown, or the punches, because the punches came from beebeecraft too, not with glitter on, of course. That's me, because I've just dabbed them in all sorts. I'll pop the link for these, because they come in 4 different sizes. I think I used 3 of the sizes tonight. So I've used the smallest one, the biggest one from that one, and that one. The only one I didn't use was this big one, but it's a set of 4, so you could easily, you know, do as you please. And of course I use every single stamps there was. Why not? I just find that they're amazing stamps, and once you get going, the possibilities are endless. So let me know whether you give this a go, whether you are going to make your own paper, whether you are going to create a big strip of it, or whether you're going to create just a pouch. You could do this in a smaller version. I think this is just a little bit bigger than A4. So yeah, but I apologize for the length of time. I guess I'm just having a little bit of fun with all stamps. So I will lovingly leave you all now. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it, and commenting. Hope you find this video inspiring, and I will lovingly leave you all and speak to you all next time. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.